Hello collective, hello constellation of shining seeking stars. Welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. This is my channel. My name is Desi. I will be your Starchaeologist, aka tarot reader for this June 2022 reading for Virgo. Virgo, as always, my intention with this reading is to connect you with your highest self. I want to deliver some messages to you that will hopefully just be the start of more messages that you receive on your own, from your angels, from your guides, from source energy that will best align you with your highest self, your highest path, your highest good. This is about empowering you to claim your greatest potential for the month of June. If you have a specific intention you want to set or a question you want to ask, please take the time as I shuffle right now to do that. This is good for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are the messages for Virgo? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are the messages? Virgo's guides, angels, archangels. What are the messages for Virgo? Whoa. Okay. These are a lot. This came out first. Six of Wands. Let's see, 1 second. I feel like these were together. Oh, that's really funny. This is a special Ten of Swords in this deck. That's a little different, yeah. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands in reversed. We have the Queen of Swords being clarified by the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Fascinating. Virgo, so you're experiencing something that may feel like a loss this month. Something that on the surface, I want to say, does not feel like a victory. Or maybe for others of you, it feels like maybe it's not a straight up loss, but it feels like your ability to win is blocked. You feel disconnected from your potential to achieve, to win, to get the thing that you are fighting for. And it's feeling like that energy is blocked. Maybe some of you are having actual losses or you are experiencing failure. Others, it feels like you're just waiting. It's like I'm stuck in this position where this thing isn't happening for me, or I'm not reaching this goal no matter how much I fight for it. It's like victory is not, it feels like what I'm hearing is like victory is not mine, or it's not meant to be mine, is the belief around that. This is going to be a big spread about beliefs because we have this everything is fine and we have this Queen of Swords here right in the middle. I love that this is reversed though. That's really interesting. So while you're feeling this way, this energy is then butting heads with this Queen of Swords and this, I'm just going to spread this out so we can all see it. This Queen of Swords and this Ten of Swords energy. Meaning that while you are experiencing this, you're really struggling with um, keeping yourself from becoming jaded. Um, it's like you can't even pretend anymore. It's not like a situation where, this Ten of Swords is like, everything is fine. Like I love this card. No matter how many swords I have in my body, I'm still posting a selfie that is where I look great. Smiling, fun caption, it's like the rest of the world doesn't even know what's going on really on the inside of me. But that's in reverse, which tells me that there's a part of you that feels really hopeless, that feels kind of like you're at your wit's end. Like, I feel really far from victory. I feel disconnected from my ability to achieve, or I'm experiencing loss, I'm experiencing failure, and it's very, very hard for me not to allow this kind of just like hopelessness, how I'm feeling on the inside. It's hard for me not to let that affect what I actually believe about my life moving forward and my own personal like sovereignty as like the major player in what that future is. Like, it feels like your future's out of your hands almost. You're struggling with that thought, and it feels like you can't even pretend about that anymore. You can't even pretend to be in control to other people anymore. You can't pretend like, yeah, my sorrow has made me wiser. I'm actually a literal queen here. Like, I'm able to take sorrow and pain and transmute that to wisdom, where I'm able to connect with the truth even better. Queen of Swords is the one who has her sword pointed straight up to the sky, just like the Justice card, not the King. The King, while he has extremely discerning judgment, it's still always a little bit biased. Queen of Swords is like next level of pure judgment, unweighted judgment, neutral, like really being able to channel pure rationality, excellent decision making, clear-headedness. And part of that is because she hasn't let sorrow move her sword in either direction. She hasn't let sorrow create the bias in her. Rather, she's serious. She knows that that her pain, her experience has given her serious wisdom. She's not innocent, but at the same time, she doesn't say, stop life, don't come at me. She says, come forward. I'm going to continue this adventure, knowing everything that I know, having experienced the pain that I've experienced and the joy, and still choose to say, let's move forward. Life, come at me. Because that is really, it's that middle ground where really truth lies. It isn't one way or the other. She's able to not take things personally. She's able to use everything to her benefit, and also to her own progress. She's able to use everything, good and bad, to her own advantage as she moves forward in life, as she progresses. That's what makes her sovereign in this situation. That's what makes her an authority on her personal truth and on clear-headedness and decision-making and logic. That's what you're struggling with. It's like you are focused on these swords in your back, and you're not even able to fake it till you make it. You're feeling like you're not even able to put on a serious face, but still say, come on. It's like I can't even pretend to be the sovereign that I am. I feel like I am not that. I feel like I'm at my wit's end. I feel betrayed, maybe. by life or by the words of others, by the promises of others. Maybe it's by the thoughts of myself, the thoughts of my own mind, my own beliefs, what I thought my life was going to be, what I thought me at this point was going to be. I feel betrayed. And you are at a place where you're like, I can't even pretend anymore. I cannot even pretend. What I want to say to you, Virgo, is that that is a good thing. You should never be in a place where you're, first of all, pretending you're being authentic, non-authentic in any way. Even if it's about hiding your pain, you can still acknowledge your pain and be authentic and true to yourself and honest without, it defining you. I think we often think it's binary. Like, well, if I acknowledge it just even a little bit, then that's going to be everything. And it doesn't have to be that. In fact, acknowledging pain, the Queen of Swords has to acknowledge pain. So if she doesn't acknowledge it, then she really can't transmute it into anything. Then it really becomes nothing. Then it becomes outside of her control, and she becomes unconscious in the way that pain affects and shapes her. She consciously is taking that pain into account and choosing what to do with it. So it's okay if you feel like you cannot connect to this kind of everything is fine, don't worry, because that might be the first step towards reclaiming your personal sovereignty in your beliefs, reclaiming your neutral judgment, your really grounded, rational, clear-headedness, one that isn't completely shaped by the 10 swords in your back right now. Because this snapshot, taking a snapshot of your beliefs and your thoughts, when you have 10 swords in your back, when you are really suffering, when you're facing some kind of psychological, mental ending, and you feel maybe like there's a lot crashing down on you, that snapshot is not an accurate snapshot of the truth of your life. That's a valley, the same way that you have peaks. And to make a judgment based on this state that then serves you, that you hold near your heart throughout your life, that belief is not going to serve you. That judgment is not going to serve you. It's about taking that judgment and that belief and weighing it against the beliefs of all the other beliefs you have when the 10 swords are not in your back, when you're at, whether you're at status quo, you're at your default, or you're even at a peak in your life. It's about taking all of that into account, even the seeming opposites, the things that are seemingly the opposite ends of the spectrum, duality, and holding space for both, and then using that to form this wisdom of what you believe about your life and yourself. You have a real opportunity, Virgo, to, with this 6 of Wands energy being blocked, you have a real opportunity to get incredibly conscious about what you believe, what you choose to believe, how you present yourself in the world, despite your conditions, despite your circumstances. And that is going to be such an exhibit of personal strength. Your loyalty to your integrity, your personal integrity, your morals, your principles, all of that. Those things can only be tested when we're at a valley. Those things can only be tested when we feel like the tangible evidence is not showing up. That's what faith is. The big advice, 10 of Pentacles here, is it's to stay exactly where you are and keep doing exactly what you're doing. You might save yourself the trouble of going on some huge adventure, taking suddenly a 90-degree, a 180-degree turn in your life right now, to just out of desperation to try something new. only to take a huge adventure and find yourself right back where you started. If you can do this kind of introspective work now, you save yourself the trouble of having to experience a lot more that's going to just teach you the same exact lesson. This is like a very Odyssean card. Upright, it means going on that adventure. It's about going everywhere to only just to come back to where you started and realize all that you have to be grateful for. Realize that the magic was in front of you all along. The abundance was there all along. This is more than just average mundane life. It is covered with magical symbols. It is so sacred and special. You already have this. You already have it. Even when you can't see it now, remember, this is a valley. Virgo, this is a valley. Of course you can't see it now. Your judgment is not neutral right now. This is the struggle. This is the challenge of this month for you. Keeping the faith when your brain cannot be a solid judge, a reliable judge of your situation. You have so much abundance, and you don't need to go anywhere to experience it. It's more about just waiting. It's more about waiting and turning inward, and then seeing it materialize in front of your eyes as if by magic. That's a tall order, Virgo, but I have full faith in you that you are capable of this. You're being presented with this challenge at this time because you're ready for it. And it's happening for you, not to you. So I hope this is inspiring. I hope this gives you some comfort. If you want a more complete picture of what's going on with you, definitely check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, are the big ones, and you can find readings for all 12 signs on my channel. Please like, subscribe if you got something out of this video, even if it was just a nugget of wisdom. I would be so grateful. And if you'd like to support this work and help me do more of it, please consider becoming a patron. You can do that on Patreon in the link below. You can support me for as little as $3 a month. And then there's higher tiers after that if you'd like a more personal tarot support each month at a highly discounted rate. I do one-on-one readings monthly for a capped group of people. So check that out. I'm so grateful for you, Virgo. I am rooting for you as always. I love you very much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.